Welcome back to I.O., where we take the most interesting news stories on the internet and then make them more entertaining. I'm your host and Bacon King, Johnny Rogers, and it looks as though that warning tweeted out by Craig Mazin from the HBO show Chernobyl actually worked. More on that in a moment though, but first, to never miss another news story, click that subscribe button. Plus, you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, we got it all. Also, make sure you stay all the way until the end because that's where I pick out some of your comments and read them out. As we brought to your attention in the last video about the dozens of social media influencers flocking to Chernobyl because, well, any photo opportunity there is now free real estate, one in particular got into some serious trouble. Instagram model Veronika had taken some photos in what appeared to be Pripyat. This is a ghost-like city that falls within the 19-mile exclusion area lost when the power stations erupted with fire and radiation. To the credit though to the people that were outraged by this, including a ton of media outlets, Veronika did geotag all of the photos as Pripyat. However, she insists that the photos were actually taken just over 2,000 miles away in an abandoned canteen area. If this isn't just backpedaling by Veronika, this is a great example of how fast people jump to conclusions. Just because someone tags something on their Instagram as their location doesn't exactly mean that that's where they are. If I put up a photo from a vacation I went on 2 years ago and I geotag Thailand, people are gonna think that, oh, he's in Thailand. Although just because I'm not and posted that I am, doesn't mean that I'm trying to be deceptive. It's just a photo sharing platform, and some people have discovered how to hack into that to get attention. My guess is that Veronika knew for sure that tagging the location would cause some outrage due to the sudden rise in other influencers also going there to post photos. According to the MailOnline, a Russian publication, Veronika spoke about the amount of backlash she received. She said it was all filmed at a deserted location. She goes on to say that it looked in a similar way to that of Pripyat, and we just tagged the location as Pripyat. We simply didn't expect to get such outbursts of negative reaction. We didn't think about the consequences. In fact, I was doing a vlog about the environment when I got inspired by the HBO Chernobyl series. This was what made us link the location we used for filming to Pripyat. They just look so equally abandoned. We thought it would be just our friends watching it and that was it. We didn't want in any way to hurt or insult people that went through such a horrendous tragedy. We pay our deepest respects to the story of Chernobyl. Many people were offended by the racy photos showing Veronika wearing an unzipped hazmat suit with a white thong showing. Comments ranged from people calling her disrespectful to just simply one person stating that's disgusting. To which I say, I've seen worse. Many of us see these types of Instagram model posts as very transparent reaches for attention, for followers and likes, but for a moment let's consider Veronika's reasoning. She said that she was inspired by the HBO show Chernobyl, but her talent and platform to express this inspiration happens to be modeling. Therefore, a photo shoot in an abandoned area is her expression. Sure, it's not the greatest contribution to our culture, but it's a contribution. Even the negativity she's received can be seen as good. In my eyes, all those photos did was outrage the public enough to learn about the actual disaster that occurred, rather than it becoming forgotten in some history documentary or something you forget from high school. It also has added tourism to the area. I'm not saying she's the sole reason for this, but it couldn't have hurt. Even if the post was just for her friends, the backlash nearly tripled her follower count. Plus, tourism agencies in that area claim they've seen a 30 to 40% increase in tourists for the affected area, not even the area that she was in. The location that Veronika was tagging is an absolute ghost town now and has been since April 26, 1986, when the power surge triggered the explosions at the nearby nuclear plant. The disaster has been equated to 500 nuclear bombs going off simultaneously, with 400 times more radiation than the Hiroshima atomic bomb. Although some areas are abandoned due to the sheer amount of people that were evacuated, more than 5 million people actually stayed in the radiation areas since the disaster. That's 33 years. All in all, at least she apologized for the photos and shed some light onto her thought process for taking them in the first place, and I'm not sure that the people who were outraged will accept this apology, but if you get outraged easily, then chances are you've already moved on to something else to be mad at. Although this next point doesn't really relate too much to the Instagram model apologizing, I thought it'd be cool to note that while radiation levels in the region are too high for humans to live there, animals such as wolves have actually begun to flourish in these areas. So if the radiation radiation doesn't affect the tourism the giant wolf packs might. Many are even suggesting that the area just be given back to the wildlife in Chernobyl. It wouldn't be a bad place to just turn into a wildlife conservation, but who knows what mutations will emerge from those areas after prolonged exposure to that much radiation. Some pretty cool hybrid wolves coming out. Maybe they'll look like Putin wolves. We want to hear your thoughts on this story though, so comment down below if you think this Instagram model should have never taken these photos, or do you think it actually helped bring more attention to the Chernobyl disaster, kind of the education process with that. And while you ponder that, let's answer some of your comments from the video titled "Breakfast Cereal is Causing Cancer." Gotcha Yaniya says, "Won't see me eating cereal ever again." Definitely a good idea. Donut Doodle says, "Anxiety overload. Honestly, it's best we just stop eating food in general." Yeah, maybe we also need to just rename this channel just as a trigger warning right from the get-go. Welcome to Anxiety Overload. CJWG1 says, "I had Cheerios today. Wish me luck." Good luck. I don't think it's gonna turn out good. Macho Nacho says, that's a great name, dude. "Eat cereal. Press this video thinking it won't scare me to death. Throw cereal off balcony. Hey, at least the birds have something to eat now." Samuel Coca says, "So as I'm watching this, I'm eating a small bowl of Cheerios and now I don't want to finish them. Thanks, Johnny." You're welcome. Thank you for watching Inform Overload. If you enjoyed this video, then show us some love here by tapping that like and subscribe button. If you find any news stories that are exciting and you want us to cover, make sure you send the link in a DM to our Instagram page at InformOverload. And if we like it, you may just see your story on our channel. Plus, for more videos like this one, all you gotta do is click that playlist on the side of the screen. From Inform Overload, I'm Johnny Rogers. Until next time, take care.